you also went and worked for bigger companies, and I think other smaller companies too. How was your experience as a sysadmin at the different companies? Was it a good experience? Did you feel like that you enjoyed that job, or wasn't always as good as it might seem?
It was different, of course, like working for a small, like at the time I was, for example, when I was working with my cousin, it was just like the two of us. And then I started working in bigger companies. I worked at a very big company here in Argentina. Then I got to work for Google, then like IBM. And each company has its own like culture and policies and way of doing things, but I mostly enjoyed it, especially with the people that I met. I still have friends to this day that are from like previous companies. And no, it was a really good experience, and it helped me a lot, like to like pretty much see the world in one way, but also like learning how to work with people, how to interact, how to not work with people, as we were saying. But no, it was a very good experience for me. But at the time I got to work for like this company, although it was a big company and I was working with Linux, with Solaris and AIX, I didn't quite like enjoy the culture or the way of doing things of that company. It got me like really depressed, and I didn't want to do anything else like with tech at the time. So while I was working in tech, I started like after finishing high school. I knew I needed like to major in some things, but the thing is that I was terrible, very bad at maths and programming. I couldn't just like I was really bad. So I decided I didn't want to do any career that had any maths or any numbers on it. And again, early 2000s, there weren't any careers that were like just like sysadmin. There wasn't. It wasn't a thing that you could study like formally. So I always enjoyed like advertising. So I joined an advertising school. I studied. I'm a copywriter. So I would like work during the day to pay for my studies at night. In Argentina, it's very common that you work and study at the same time. So would work from 9 to 6 and go to school from 7 to 11, 5 days a week. Yeah, it's pretty normal here, and many people also work or study or do things like go to school on Saturdays. So I know, for example, in the US it's quite different, and we had a lot of like cultural battles at different companies I was working at because of that. But here is so common. It's pretty much the only way most people can do it. So you work during the day and you study at night. So I studied advertising, and I decided to jump from tech to advertising. And very briefly, I had a very brief experience in an advertising agency, and then I got to start my own with two friends, with two like business partners. And I did that during 3 years, and then we had to shut down because we were really bad at like business. We were very creative and everything, but business not our thing, and I had to go back to tech. But during that time, while working in advertising, I pitched like this big tech company that we should do the local chapter in Argentina of the Sysadmin Appreciation Day, which is a thing. It exists. If you look up, it is a celebration, a worldwide celebration, and there wasn't like a thing. It wasn't a thing in Argentina. So we did that, and this was like 2009 when we started the local Sysadmin Appreciation Day celebration.
Was this your avenue back into tech in a way, or was the idea of the Sysadmin Appreciation Day something that was a more of a personal interest for you?
It was both. I think it was a segue. It was like I was working in advertising at the time. I left the IT industry, but it was a way for me to go back and still be present there and still have ties to the tech industry. So I think it was both.